Questions are being raised about use of force after a 12-year-old girl was tasered by police at this Catholic elementary school here in Oshawa. It all happened on Monday morning as officers were responding to reports of staff and students being assaulted.
Every day I hope my child is safe and I drop him out here.
Some parents bringing their kids to school this morning were still shaken by the chaos that unfolded yesterday. One dad telling City News he's very disturbed by the fact a 12-year-old girl was tasered in the schoolyard.
I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right at all. I mean, she's 12. Like, there must be a better way. There must be a better way. I mean, a 12-year-old getting tasered?
Durham Police say they responded to a disturbance call involving a student just before noon on Monday, and when they arrived, things quickly escalated.
When officers initially located her, she was armed with scissors. They immediately tried to de-escalate the situation. They requested that she drop the scissors, to which she complied with.
Sergeant Joanne Bertalis described the student as irate and says she eventually fled out a side door to the schoolyard.
She was violently assaulting a staff member of that school, and to stop that assault, the officer made the decision to deploy his conducted energy weapon. I know there's a lot of focus on the 12-year-old, but more of the focus needs to be on the behavior, and the behavior that was being displayed at the time led the officer to make the decision.
Police say the staff member in the schoolyard suffered a head injury and had to be treated in hospital. In total, 4 people were attacked, including a student. Frontline officers in Ontario have been armed with tasers for almost a decade now. There are no rules against using a stun gun on youth. The Ontario Policing Standards Manual only says where possible, the weapon should be avoided when dealing with young children.
It is unusual. So the questions that people are asking, such as yourself, are valid questions.
Sean Sparling is a former police chief and now works in private security and investigative services. He tells me the officer will have to make a case for the use of force, and a thorough review will be conducted.
Should a taser being used on a 12-year-old be the absolute last resort?
You got 2 officers there. It sounds like this child wasn't armed at the time. I'm sure it's going to have a lot of scrutiny from internally from the police service. Just on the surface, though, it does fit within the model, but it doesn't mean it was appropriate either. So they're going to be reviewing this to see the appropriateness of it and if they had other options.
The school board says it cannot comment due to the police investigation, but did say special supports are being offered to staff and students to help them cope with what happened. As for the 12-year-old girl, she cannot be identified under the Youth Criminal Justice Act. She is facing numerous charges, including 4 counts of assault. In Oshawa, Shauna Hunt, City News.